Forgive me, I thought you were alone.
You know I'm never alone. Everything all right?
Everything is perfect, Mr. Smith, and on schedule.
Excellent. Would you like to join us in the tub?
Another time, perhaps. But thank you for asking.
I've been thinking, Leah. I already have as much money as anyone could possibly want. And yet,
I'm cursed by this awful disease. I am simply addicted to crime.
That's all right, Liebchen. If you were not, you would be so boring.
I like to keep you amused.
I know.
I'm sure you're going to find our next crime to be the most amusing of all.
Ooh, how delicious.
I've selected 3 new recruits for our team. The first is an aerialist. His name is Whitlock, the best cat burglar in the business. He's inventive, ingenious, and fearless.
Sounds like my kind of man.
My second recruit, Carver, has a penchant for bizarre escapades. A valuable addition to our group. A truly original criminal mind. And last but not least, there's Graham, a weapons expert. The best, tough, resourceful. Nothing stops him.
You don't want to die, son. Just take it easy.
Advance and be recognized.
Slippy dog.
Angle iron. Stand, set.
I'm taking this chopper, Corporal.
But, sir.
I'm General Brick, Special Weapons Division.
I don't know, sir. The pilot.
That's a direct order, soldier. You men have been exposed to radiation. These weapon systems have a leak in the shielding. Now clear out. A medevac team will be here soon.
Yes, sir. Dive in.
These three round off the team. With their expertise, my operation can't fail.
Ich finde Sie süß als den ganzen Kuchen. Wann gehen wir essen?
Entschuldigen Sie, ich habe einen Kunden.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning. What would you like?
Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Congratulations on your latest success. My name is Smith. You don't know me, but I know of you. I've been following your exploits with keen interest for some time now. You are thoroughly professional and the kind of recruit I need for a plan I intend to put into effect immediately. I would like you to join forces with me in what may prove to be a most profitable venture for us both. The terms of my proposal are simple. There are only three. 1, you will be completely incommunicado throughout the execution of my plan. 2, you will obey me, or those I designate, in the same manner that soldiers obey their commanding officers. 3, no serious injury is intended to anyone. However, should it be necessary, you must be prepared to carry out an order to kill. In exchange for your acceptance of these terms, and for the contribution of your special skills, I shall pay you the sum of $1 million. If you accept, be at the helicopter pad at Le Bourget, outside Paris, Wednesday at noon.
Aha.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it seems we've hooked our Mr. Smith. Are you packed?
And on my way. See you in Paris.
Good luck. Take care.
Thank you.
Any luck?
You know, we've been watching this man for months now. It could be Smith, but I'm not sure. Isn't it funny? Nobody seems to know what he really looks like.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't look like that. I mean, you really are incorrigible, aren't you?
No, I know there's no harm in looking, is there? Oh, shall we go over the list now?
Oh, yes. Let's see now. Well, the diamond trail's moving. Estimated $2 million in smuggled uncuts out of Cape Town yesterday. Courier, unknown.
Code blue. Send it to Interpol in Amsterdam.
Okay. Czechoslovakia Forensic has identified the poison in the Bransky assassination.
Make it yellow. Send it to our lab for a fast report, huh?
And let's see now. Heavy gold unloading by the Bombay irregulars.
Green.
We have a Smith affirmative out of Rome.
Marvelous. Well, that means Sabrina's hooked him, too. Oh, that's great.
Let's give her a call, shall we?
Oh, yes, let's do. I'd love that.
What is that code, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. I never remember numbers. You know that.
Sabrina!
Yes.
Is the pasta al dente?
Not yet.
Scramble and 8-2 bacon. Do you have me?
I do indeed, my dear Sabrina.
What a pleasure to hear your voice, Mr. Philpott.
Are you alone?
No, I'm not alone, but he doesn't understand a word of English. As a matter of fact, at this time, I doubt he understands much of anything. Did you hear my yummy news?
I gather your exploits have come to the notice of our friend, the elusive Mr. Smith.
Seems so. He sent me a ticket to Paris and 5 million lira. We'd meet at Le Bourget Wednesday at noon.
It might interest you to know that CW has received the identical gift.
Send him a hug from me, and tell him that I try to keep him out of trouble.
He sends the same message to you. And now you go home and get some sleep so you'll look your ravishing self tomorrow, eh? We'll arrive just shortly before you, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and Sabrina, those diamonds, you do have to return them, you know.
I know. Isn't it a pity? Ciao.
Now I have to call the Secretary General and get a red priority from the French government.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Madame Kolchinsky, you have booked us on the fast one to Paris, haven't you?
Done.
And the usual suite in our favorite hotel?
Need you ask?
Time to choose a disguise. How would you like me to look this time?
Let me think.
When you look like that. Someone delicious.
Yes. When I was a young girl, there was an English riding instructor who joined secretly and ran an academy outside London where he would inflict the strictest of discipline on his young students.
Sounds wonderful. You know, my dear, I also like your mind.
Success.
You have just removed the entire string section of Beethoven's Seventh Symphony.
And you have just received your red priority from the French government. Now, how much outside help do we need?
None. For the time being, we must work alone. We must give our fish plenty of line. We don't want to jeopardize our people. Where's Sabrina now? That girl has the most wonderful walk. Well, no more wonderful than yours.
You always know just the right thing to say.
Well, after all these years, I should, shouldn't I?
There's CW. He's got quite a good walk, too.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, a fly in our proverbial ointment. I hadn't counted on that. That is Mike Graham, ex-CIA.
Ex?
3 years ago, he had a breakdown. Now he's a renegade. Violent and dangerous.
The name does ring a bell.
I believe he also lectured at the center when Sabrina was in training there.
He could recognize her then. You think he's with Smith?
You may proceed now, Doctor.
Celia. I hope you all had a pleasant flight and no unpleasant side effects from the anesthetic. Any pressing questions thus far?
Yeah. One, Leah. How come I was fingerprinted while I was unconscious?
You all were. To verify your identities against our files. I'm sure you want to know you were amongst friends.
Please follow me. I'll show you your rooms.
My, aren't you polite?
You were right, I'm afraid. Mike Graham was the guest lecturer in special weaponry when Sabrina was in training.
Well, I suppose it's possible that a teacher might not know every student he's ever lectured to.
Sabrina's fairly memorable. Oh, by the way, the CIA confirms his dismissal. It was January the 14th, 1977, after a severe breakdown. Do you know the cause?
Uh-uh. There was a cover plan, but I didn't go into it. It didn't concern us.
The last but not least of your recruits are settled in.
Excellent. How do you think the crew will like this leader?
Oh, it's fabulous. It's the best so far. You're a complete stranger.
Well, in that case, my dear, we shall have to get to know each other all over again.
Watch out for him. I think he knows who I am.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Will you follow me, please? Please be seated.
Welcome.
Welcome. Ah, the new arrivals. Mike? Tote. Hey. CW. Sabrina. My name is Mr. Smith. Not a very original name, but more than adequate for my purposes. You'll be glad to learn that we have finished your identity checks. The results are 100% satisfactory. If anyone knows any reason to challenge those results, would they speak now or forever hold their peace? I'd like to ask a few questions we were unable to answer from our confidential sources. Is, by chance, anyone here afraid of heights? Marvelous. CW, you won't have any trouble impersonating a French chef to a French chef, will you?
Piece of cake.
Well, I think that takes care of the preliminaries. Now, who knows what a lap laser is?
There isn't one.
But if there were?
If there were, it would be a tactical, self-searching field weapon. Laser-armed, automatic recharge, lethal to 1,000 meters. It would be guided by a system known as BAT. Russia and America have been racing to develop a tactical lap laser for years, but rumor has it that neither side has been able to work the bugs out.
Rumor has it wrong. A month ago, CN Electronics Corporation of Buffalo, New York, shipped 12 prototype lap lasers throughout the United States to various test sites. Unfortunately, 4 of the weapons seem to have vanished en route. The ensuing investigation, needless to say, was highly confidential. How would you like to try your hand at operating one of those units, Mike? That seems to work nicely. What about the safety coding? You got that worked out?
We got it knocked. It's tuned into this at the moment, but it can be set for any metallic alloy.
How can you be sure of that?
I'd bet my life on it.
Well, why don't you then?
Let's go. Don't ever put me on again, you understand?
That'll do, Mike. Oh, may I have the tag, please? Thank you. It may reassure all of you to know that we have installed one of these lap lasers on the roof of the chateau. That way, no one can get into our little compound. Oh, and no one can get out. Come on, faster! Faster, come on, you lot!
to be faster. Go, 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 go. Okay, fellas, let's do it again.
Evening, everyone. The practice is over. You've all done a fine job during your 10 days here. Every technique necessary for the operation has been mastered as a team. You are excellent. But the fun and the games are over. You're ready. You're at your peak. But as you're fully aware, you don't know what the specific job is. You don't know the exact details. You don't know the location. You don't know the target. I'll just call it my obsession with security. Now, however, is the time to end all that.
How many laps?
Too many.
Gotta stay in shape.
You don't seem to have any trouble.
You keep me fit.
Well, I do my best. Any news?
Nothing. I've been to every station. Not a single message has come through either from Sabrina or CW.
Is there any way that Smith could have penetrated their cover? Found out what they're up to?
Well, I don't see how. We backtracked years. Went through unofficial channels. Not even Interpol knows.
And we still don't know what he's planning. What can it be? What in heaven's name can possibly be worth $1 million per crew member?
see your pass, please.
Pass? Moi, chef santé?
This is my pass. No. Allons-y.
Mrs. Wheeler, what an honor, what a pleasure, what a glorious day for the Eiffel Tower, for the relief fund of the children, for Paris, for France.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. You are very kind.
The keepers are already here for the luncheon, and there is a guest room ready for you should you want to dress before your speech. If there is anything I can do, I assure you that my staff, myself, everyone...
Thank you, Mr. Werner. Thank you.
Allez. Wait. What? Par là. Le restaurant. Allez. Warmed over food? Oh, what warm? Where warm? This is haute cuisine moderne. Here cooks now 50 light incomparable soufflé aux crevettes de moule in modulated microwaves. Here, truffes braisées à la sauce brune aux fines herbes. Don't touch, peasant. Now I will show you my masterpiece. All right. Allez. Vite, allez. Bienvenue à la Tour Eiffel, Madame Wheeler.
Follow the instructions, and no one will be hurt.
Proceed down the stairs.
Here, take this. You must wear it at all times.
Well, it doesn't really go with my outfit. What is it?
It's a protective tag. The laser guns will be armed any moment now and will destroy anything or anyone moving that does not carry one of these metallic coats.
It is as if I were in the middle of a spy novel. And I dislike them intensely.
Well, I'm going to lock the door now, but you needn't worry. You are in no danger.
Please don't insult my intelligence, dear. Any fool could see they were in incredible danger.
Our lasers are fully armed, sir.
Marvelous. Are we ready to broadcast?
Yes.
Claude?
Gentlemen, I feel that this matter should be taken up with...
Pardon me, gentlemen. There is an urgent matter. The Commissioner of Police has called. A message of grave importance on television.
I'm sorry to interrupt your normal fare, but as compensation, I shall bring you some real-life drama you may find even more absorbing. My name is Mr. Smith, and I have just stolen the Eiffel Tower. I and my associates are in complete control of the structure. We shall retain control of it until we receive a fair ransom. In 1889, the year of its construction, the tower cost $1,600,000 to erect. Today's replacement value is $68 million. I propose to return the tower in the same excellent condition I found it for the bargain price of only $30 million. What you are now seeing is one of 4 laser weapons of advanced American design. These weapons will be activated in 60 seconds. Anyone within the perimeter of the tower will face a sudden and awesome death. For continued health and well-being, I recommend immediate evacuation of all unauthorized personnel.
Attention! All special forces withdraw immediately. Repeat, withdraw immediately. Attention! All special forces withdraw immediately. Withdraw immediately.
It's insane to think he can get away with this.
No, not as insane as you think. He's thought this out very carefully. Those lasers give him the upper hand.
Daniel!
The American ambassador is on the phone.
What does he want? To apologize for his stolen lasers?
No, sir. He wants to inform you that the mother of the President of the United States is a captive on the tower.
Thank you.
Monsieur Poupon. You made an excellent time.
Thanks to an excellent driver. How are you? My assistant.
Sonia Kolczynski.
Enchanté. Shall we?
Thanks.
I have a squadron of Mirage attack bombers in the air now. They can be on a run in seconds.
They won't get through. The lap lasers will take out everything that comes within the protective perimeter.
I'm talking about supersonic speed.
So am I.
You have a weapon like that, and you have never been shown its specifications?
It's only in the testing stage.
Well, then why did you let some maniac steal it?
Why did you let a maniac steal the Eiffel Tower?
Excuse me, gentlemen, but this argument isn't getting us anywhere.
Pardon me, Minister. I would like to introduce Mr. Malcolm Philpott of UNACO and his associate, Madam Gushinsky.
Good day. So I finally meet with the head of UNACO. The success of your teams in dealing with international crime is like a legend. I speak for myself and my associates. It is indeed an honor.
Thank you, sir.
Would you care to sit down?
Thank you.
Can you tell us something about this Mr. Smith?
Well, Minister, he's one of the world's most extraordinary criminals, the enfant terrible of crime, a precocious genius. Every few years, he organizes a complicated, brilliant, but utterly successful operation.
Would we have heard of anything he's done?
Well, it was the same Mr. Smith who stole 60 kilos of fission-grade uranium, U-235, from the nuclear fuel fabrication plant at Blythe, Wyoming in 1963.
Charming.
In 1976, he sold a load of stolen Russian hand weapons, very advanced equipment from their experimental test ground at Nevyansk, to terrorists in Libya. His list of crimes is almost endless.
Why is it that I've never heard of this man?
Because he always disguises his identity. 5 years ago, he appeared as a German in Tokyo, and then as a Spaniard in Johannesburg 2 years back. But the point is that whatever disguise he assumes, when Mr. Smith issues a demand, he makes it almost impossible to avoid compliance.
You're saying that he will not give us any maneuvering room?
None whatsoever. But we do have an ace up our sleeve. Huh? We have an... Well, never mind. When we heard that he was recruiting a crew for a new operation, we managed to place 2 of our people among them.
You have 2 of your people on the tower now?
Yes. But now we need time to contact them. So the more you can prolong negotiations, the better our chances.
You have our full cooperation. Anything you need.
Thank you, Minister. At this moment, Commissioner Poupon's people are setting up a command post at the tower. You can reach us there. You will excuse us, gentlemen. We do have work to do.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
What does your president have to say about his mother's safety?
He's understandably horrified at the situation. But he wishes me to convey his absolute support for whatever decision you find it advisable to take.
The Harry Truman equation. The buck stops here.
These are the stress points. Each must receive one of these charges.
They look awfully small. Will they do the job?
They are most effective, I assure you. This detonator is radioactivated. Once the armed command is given, there is no way to countermand it. I repeat, no way.
Smith, all the detonators are in place now, and you can arm them whenever you want.
You set the timers?
Yes, sir.
Any damage?
Just the insulation.
Now let's get back to work.
If you give in to these bandits, I shall resign and take the key to the treasury with me. You cannot, you must not encourage the forces of anarchy that threaten the very foundation of our economic welfare. I say, grind this Mr. Smith into the ground like an insect.
I take it you'd prefer we didn't pay.
Pardon me, but he's on again.
Oh.
Time is passing. If the $30 million we have requested is not in our hands within the next 12 hours, I and my associates will leave the tower. Shortly thereafter, 4 simultaneous explosions will reduce the tower to the world's largest scrap heap. Now I wish to introduce to you
Mrs. Wheeler, the mother of the President of the United States and the famous head of the Child's Relief Fund. It is my decision that should it prove necessary to detonate the tower, she shall remain here as an additional incentive. Mrs. Wheeler.
You expect me to beg for you, Mr. Smith?
I really don't mind what you do, Mrs. Wheeler.
That is a very silly, greedy man. If anyone wants to ransom the Eiffel Tower, that is their business. But as far as I am concerned, and I've been around almost as long as the tower, I can't imagine why anyone should pay 1 cent to save me, let alone the millions this little man is asking. For goodness sake, a person should have some dignity in their old age and not be bought and sold on the auction block. If any of you have any money to give away, then give it to the young ones. Send it to the Child Relief Fund, care of your local postmaster. So there. Perhaps I should mention that there seems to be about a dozen men helping Mr. Smith, and they are carrying automatic machine pistols.
stop the cameras.
You can relax now, Mrs. Wheeler. Showtime's over.
She's quite a lady.
Why don't we shut off all power to the tower? Wouldn't that deactivate the lasers?
I'm afraid Mr. Smith's ahead of us on that one. There are 3 turbo-generated trucks beneath the tower right at this moment. Obviously, to supply emergency power should you decide to black out Paris. And we must stay in communication with him somehow. Oh, did you send a car for Mr. Ducret?
He's on his way. He should be here any moment.
This implies a certain lack of trust.
Not at all, Sabrina. We just want to avoid any accidents.
You and Leah and Claude gonna avoid accidents too?
Someone has to be armed, Mike.
The Minister of the Interior is on the phone, sir.
Marvelous. Claude, put him away.
Yes, sir.
Minister Ducret speaking. Is that Mr. Smith?
It is a pleasure to talk with you, Excellency.
I can hardly say the same. Now, I'm not going to haggle with you over your demands.
I can appreciate that.
But the finance minister informs me that to amass And to count the staggering sum that you require cannot be accomplished in the time you have given us. He requests that you extend the deadline until 10 in the morning.
Oh, I'm afraid that's out of the question. We shall detonate the explosives at 1 a.m. in the morning, unless by that time the $30 million in unmarked bills is in our hands.
It simply isn't possible. But we could deliver $15 million by 10 tonight, and you could have the remaining 15 in the morning.
One half at 10 tonight, and the remainder no later than 4 in the morning. That is my last concession. I'm waiting, Monsieur Ducret. Do I have your agreement?
Yes.
One vital thing bothers me.
And that is?
How in God's name does Smith hope to get off the tower once he has the ransom?
Planning your next caper?
This million will hold me for a while.
If you get it.
You know something I don't?
No. You're good at what you do.
Thanks. I do other things, too.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Funny, you know, I just can't shake this feeling that I've seen you before someplace.
Well, you probably have. I used to be a model in cover girl survey.
Well, that certainly explains it, doesn't it? Oh, look. The Marines have landed. Let's give them a little laser show.
Cigarettes are bad for your health.
To make contact? Oh, probably not until sundown, you know. They'll want the advantage of darkness.
Excuse me, Commissioner. There is a superintendent here from the city engineer's office.
Oh, good. Come over. Are those the maps for the tower?
Everything they have on it.
Oh, wonderful. Here. Come on, let's see them. There we are. That's the one we want. Look. Here it is. Anything at all?
I've spotted most of the crew. Can't locate CW.
Keep trying.
Well, there are miles of girders. Awfully easy to miss him.
Sun will be down in a few more minutes.
I've got him.
Huh?
Just above the second landing over on the left.
Where?
In the spiral staircase by the support beam.
Oh, I've got him. Well done, CW.
Incredible security precautions. Mrs. Wheeler, okay so far. All personnel disarmed except for Smith and Lieutenant.
Mr. Smith doesn't miss a trick, does he?
training included everything from explosives to high wire work. They have 6-place helicopter at Chateau, approximately 15 minutes flying time from Le Bourget.
Don't make a sound.
Your fairy godmother just saved your life.
Do I get 3 wishes?
Oh, wait, just saved my life.
You just saved his.
Boy, you're a lot stronger than the last time we met.
Well, whose side are you on these days, Mike?
Mine. But right now, I think we can all help each other.
You do?
Yeah.
Why have you been such a miserable...
Well, in case you goofed up, you wouldn't take me down with you. What did Philpott have to say?
I barely established contact with him when you shoved your fist in my mouth.
Well, it's better my fist than Claude's gun barrel. We're gonna have to ad-lib now. I have a plan.
I wish I could convince you that a heartfelt appeal from you would move things along nicely.
The notion of a grandmother appealing to save her own life is what I find thoroughly revolting. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle your negotiations without my help.
We could be very insistent if we wanted to be.
Thumbscrews? Oh, honestly, Mr. Smith, I'm too old for that sort of thing. Go and threaten someone your own age. Mr. Smith, I asked you to go. Surely even a captive has the right not to be bored by their captors.
Madam, I can see how you raised the president.
The wretched man is gone. Hurry. Hurry in.
One of the lap lasers has fired, sir.
Where?
Fired again, close to the tower.
The position. I want the exact position. Where's Claude?
I thought he was with you.
You try the beeper?
He doesn't answer.
This is Mr. Smith.
all personnel report to the first landing immediately.
I repeat, all personnel report to the first landing immediately. I repeat, all personnel report to the first landing immediately. Immediately!
When I say immediately, that is precisely what I mean. Immediately. Now, has anyone seen either Claude or CW in the past 15 minutes? Right. Kay, you go and stay by the telephone.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you fan out and search for them. Mike, you come with me. Mrs. Wheeler. Search for her.
But it's not possible. She's not a mountain climber.
No, but CW is. Now, find her. You've got to find her.
Stay calm, Jack.
This is the one place we know that Mrs. Wheeler's not.
CW.
What are you doing now?
Trying to establish contact.
Oh, can I help?
Yeah, give me that magazine. Thank you.
Wait! I'm getting a light code. We have a new recruit. Mike Graham. We are going to try to bring Mrs. Wheeler out. Can you arrange immediate diversion? Is that possible?
Is it? Then we'll see.
How did CW get through the identity checks?
His records were perfect all the way down the line.
That means somebody really good has set us up. Has all the earmarks of Philpott. Maybe he had more than one of his people here. Yeah. Maybe there's a traitor among us. Sabrina, you were very friendly with CW, weren't you, love?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Smith, you may be right. Someone is trying to stop you. I don't think it's Sabrina. I've kept a close eye on her. She's clean.
Maybe. Every inch of this tower will be searched. We will find them. Even if we have to pull every rivet apart.
They'll make the first payment in 5 minutes. They're calling through to Smith now.
Pass that on to CW. Oh, and dear, Tell him to say hello to Mike for me, huh?
Things are coming to a head. And still we have no idea how he can possibly escape from the tower.
Are you sure that there are no underground connections to subways, metros, sewers, anything like that?
Absolutely sure, sir. The tower bases are totally self-contained. There are no tunnels, no sewers, no metros, no catacombs beneath the tower. Only power lines, water mains, and, pneumatics and hydraulics. And all of those are alive.
Maintenance, crawlways, that sort of
no, sir.
We know they have a helicopter, but they can't use it. The Air Force would blast it inside out.
We're missing something. Sonia, CW's first message, you know, where he explained the techniques used while they were in training. Refresh my memory on that.
All right.
Mr. Smith, the first payment has arrived. They have called to confirm that we are ready to receive it.
Good.
Okay, are you ready? Yes. Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask, are you afraid of heights?
They scare me to pieces.
Police are tracking something. Something moving inside the perimeter.
Then why aren't they firing? They're reading the code. Whatever it is carrying a coded tag.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
No. We've got another problem. I dropped my tag on the way down, and we've got a long walk across that park.
Well, if one tag worked on the tower, won't it work down here?
I haven't the foggiest idea.
We're just going to have to find out, aren't we?
Okay, now. Hang on. Okay?
Sure.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go.
Showtime! They can't. The laser take the bullets out, we look like fools.
Oh, Mrs. Wheeler, are you all right?
Yes. Thanks to this wonderful man.
Oh, thank God. Look after Mrs. Wheeler, will you? You're all right, Peter.
I'm fine.
Oh, great. Now, tell me, how are they going to get off the tower? How are they going to get out?
Well, nobody knows at this point.
What? Well, they just can't disappear. There must be some clue, something they've said, something you've seen. Now, think, C.W., think.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good.
Good evening. As you've seen, my hostage and one defector have elected to leave. This forces a change in my plans. So far, I've received half the ransom, but the authorities are growing increasingly devious. In a few more hours, heaven knows what they'd be up to. I do not choose to wait and find out. If you stay tuned to this station, I'm sure it will provide excellent coverage of our impending escape. It will not only be entertaining, but it will also be completely successful. Thank you, and good night, my friends.
Listen, Smith's been broadcasting again. He's not going to wait for the rest of the ransom money.
Come on, C.W. Now, anything that doesn't quite make sense, anything that isn't logical, anything that isn't quite right.
Well, Smith's been ahead of us every instant. He hasn't given us a second.
Mr. Manny, you got something?
It's not much, but...
Well, what?
There was a small fire in the power room. We tried to put it out with one of the extinguishers that we brought in. But instead, it fed the fire. Oxygen!
That's it, my boy. Here. The water main. You've done it. You've done a splendid job. Come on, my love. We've got work to do.
I'm going to check on Sabrina. Wheeler, I think I better use that now.
Oh, yes, of course. Be careful.
Thank you.
It's time, my dear.
Be careful.
Have you ever known me to be otherwise?
See you downstairs.
Everyone, into the lift. I've activated the detonators. The tower will go in less than 10 minutes. Hey, put the bags down here, please. I'll take care of the money from here on in. Into the lift.
Hold it, please. As a team, you have all performed marvelously. However, at this point, I no longer need your services. Stand back.
I sincerely wish you were able to enjoy the ending with me, but I must confess it was never destined to be. Take it, Dan. Are you ready, my dear?
Yes, I'm ready.
We died! We're trapped! Relax. Come here, give me a hand. Give me these cushions. Try this. Come on, back. Get back. Get back. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. But we got to get the detonator.
I've got to get to Smith.
Yeah, but...
I can't explain it to you now. Can you do it alone?
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to. Come on.
Sorry, my dear, but I'm afraid this is one bath I take alone.
Where's Smith?
He's in the basement. What about Sabrina?
She's up in the tower. She needs a hand with the detonators. Smith said 7 minutes. How much time left?
Well, let's say about 3 minutes, sir.
I hope Philpott knows what he's doing.
I hope they know what they're doing.
How many have you got?
This is the second, and north and east still loaded. Let's go.
from here. I'm getting a severe case of acrophobia.
I know what you mean. It's starting to look awfully high to me, too. I'm coming.
Well, I suppose this means a division of the spoils.
Money doesn't tempt you?
Oh, no. Libya tempts me. Libya, 4 years ago, you sold some Russian weapons to terrorists. Do you remember?
Strikes a familiar note?
Yes. Well, a CIA agent was onto you, so you booby-trapped his car.
It's all in the game.
But you didn't kill the agent.
You killed his wife.
Good wife.
And child.
Welcome, Mr. Smith. We've been expecting you.
Touché.
Well, how about the South of France?
We'll think about it.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. My dear Malcolm, another toast?
Toast to the order of the day, and this one is to you, Mike.
Well, let me do that. To Mike. We couldn't have done it without you.
I'll drink to that.
We'll all drink to that.
Cheers.
Oh, and if you should ever consider rejoining the intelligence community, just give us a buzz, will you? Because I think that you'll find that UNACO is just a little less orthodox than the CIA.
What do you say, Mike?
I'll think about that.